A university girl is selling vegetables by the roadside when suddenly two security guards from a company come and throw away her vegetables. The girl says, "Brother, why did you throw away my vegetables?" The security guard looks at her bag and says, "Did you steal this bag by any chance?" At that moment, the company owner arrives after seeing everything and asks, "What is going on here?" The guard says, "Sir, she might have stolen your bag." The owner says, "Speak respectfully." Then he turns to the girl and says, "Daughter, don't be afraid. These people dropped your vegetables. I will compensate for your loss. Actually, I was in a hurry today and my bag got lost somewhere. The bag you have is mine. Can you return it to me?" The girl says, "I found it on the way, but how will you prove it is yours?" The owner says, "Inside it there is a mobile phone, car keys, and 20,000 yuan in cash." The girl opens the bag, checks it, and says in surprise, "Everything is really there." She immediately returns the bag. The owner takes out the money and says, "Keep this amount as a reward from my side." The girl refuses to take the money. The owner says, "Then at least take it as compensation for your vegetables." She says, "All right, just give me 100 yuan. That is enough." Then the owner asks, "Why are you selling vegetables in the courtyard of my company?" She says, "The company in front of this place is where I work for 3 months during my winter break, but I was not paid my salary. So I sell vegetables here and keep asking the supervisor for my salary." The owner is shocked and says, "What? That is impossible. This is my company. Salaries are always paid on time." The girl happily asks, "Are you the owner? Finally, I found you. Please help me get my salary. The supervisor named Wang told me the company was going bankrupt, so salaries were stopped." The owner says, "Come with me to my office." He takes her to the office and gives her 3 months of salary plus extra money for her university expenses. Then the girl hesitantly says, "Sir, is the herbal mosquito repellent project still selling?" The owner says, "Yes, it is selling very well. But what does that have to do with you?" The girl softly says, "Sir, I was the one who designed that project." The owner is shocked and says, "What? You designed that project?" She says, "Supervisor Wang promised to give me a 2,000 yuan reward." The owner immediately asks, "What is your name?" She says, "My name is also Wang." At that moment, the supervisor enters the office. The owner places the project file in front of her and says, "This project with Wang written on it, who made it?" The supervisor says, "I made it." The owner says, "But this girl also has the surname Wang, and she is saying she made it." The supervisor says, "Sir, she is just a poor village girl. How could she make such a project?" The owner says, "All right, then prove it." He places the product in front of her and says, "If you made this project, explain its features and benefits." The supervisor is unable to explain anything. The owner angrily says, "You stopped this girl's 3 months' salary, then you stole her project, which became the company's best-selling product, and put your name on it. A person like you has no place in my company. From tomorrow, you are fired." The supervisor says, "No one will support you." The owner says, "Justice always lives in people's hearts. Today, everyone has seen the truth with their own eyes. Let's see who stands with justice." Viewers, please share your opinion in the comments section.